Hello, good evening, and welcome to what used to be the LFC Day Trippers, but is now Sienna TV. For one night only, we are changing the name of this podcast and this channel and everything else. Look, we got contacted by Ray, who's going to talk to you in a little minute about what is going on. We got contacted by Ray a couple of days ago with regards to a very special young girl, 3-year-old Sienna, and Sienna needs to go to America to have treatment on disease she has, and can't be done here. It has to be done in St.Louie, I think. And Ray contacted us and said, can you do a tweet? He said, no, we'll do a bit more than that. Ray, give us a bit of history on this.
Okay, well, basically the history is this is a friend of my wife's, Nikki, her mother, Leslie Ann, Sienna's mother, should I say, Leslie Ann. So Sienna has a condition, basically, I'm going to try say it properly, right? Diaplegia, cerebral palsy. And the only available...
cerebral palsy.
Sorry, right there, I wanted you to do the medical stuff.
Dr. Nick over here, come on.
Hello and welcome to Doctors. So anyway, look, basically the story is to get treatment, she needs to go to St. Louie in America, right? Mm-hmm. So there's no available treatment here in Ireland or anywhere close or even in Europe. So the States is the pioneers in this, and this particular place in St. Louie is the place, the pioneers for this type of treatment, which should hopefully, fingers crossed, get Sienna walking. Look, basically the family have set a figure of 120,000. And we just want to try to do anything we can, anything in the slightest that we can do to help them get on their way to getting that amount. So, like I say, I text you about it, Gav. Hopefully we're going to get to talk to Leslie Ann as well. She's an inspiration herself and a mad thing. And I'm sure
you only know mad people, don't you?
Well, listen, it runs in the area, shall we say?
Is it the water? Is it the water, do you reckon?
Possibly. Because Andy wouldn't know anything about it.
Because you know something. Well, he wouldn't drink tenement water.
Yeah.
But
I'm not going to make any remarks that don't offend Leslie Ann or Kieran or Sienna
or the people that drink tenement water, as Andy calls it. Because he gets, and of course Andy, the man that gets his milk off cows that stand idle in the Isle of Man or something.
Yeah.
But Ray, genuinely, like you just said there, like, you know, she's mad. You know what I mean? Leslie Ann is mad. And, you know, like, I don't think this is an easy situation for them. But obviously the first thing you've said about her is that she's mad. Like, the spirits around the house must be always kept up then, is it?
Listen, she's brilliant, and on a local basis out here in Dublin 15 in particular, the sort of Cloney Little Pace area, there's been quite a few little fundraisers, bits and pieces going on, the local GAA club, Erin Gabra and stuff, and, you know, cycles, sponsored walks, sponsored cycles, little bits and pieces, and it's gaining momentum. She's had a few Facebook competitions and stuff, and it's been slowly picking up now, and I think it's time to take it to the next level, so to speak, because there's definitely potential. We've seen what between the Trippers and Shane himself got done there in regards Keen Strong. So there's a potential. We have a huge audience here between Twitter, YouTube, and all the other Instagram, Discord, to sort of just reach out for help. I mean, if you look at the numbers involved and what we have listening to the pods, 60,000 followers and thing. If each listener gave €2, they're at their target. That's how, do you know, that's the type of reach that you can have. Yeah, basically, if every single listener gave €2, they'd be at their target. Now, obviously, that's not going to happen. We want it to happen, but so it might mean some give more, some give less, some give whatever. But everything will be appreciated. Everything counts. Every single penny counts.
Yeah, Andy. As I said, I found out about this the other day through Ray, and genuinely Ray didn't come on and say, listen, I seen what you done for Keane, I want you to do this for Sienna. He just came on and said, look, because of the Twitter account and Instagram and Discord and YouTube, is there anything you can do? And it started off with I was going to include Sienna's hashtag on artwork on screen and stuff like that and show descriptions, and it's just kind of snowballed a little bit. But you actually know the family as well, don't you?
Yeah, Kieran, Sienna's dad, is a colleague of mine in work. So when it came up, I was aware of Sienna's condition, and there was the athletics club and the job did a fundraiser last weekend. So just by pure coincidence, I rang Ray. How the hell do you know Sienna? So there you have it. Dublin, as big as it is such a small place as well. Everyone knows each other. So everybody in the job, myself and Kieran working are doing everything they can as well to help the cause. Look, as parents, all we want is our children to be happy, healthy, and to just live their best life possible. And the difference, the life changing surgery that Sienna can get in the US is going to make a massive amount of difference to her how she lives her life, how much movement she can have, the pain that she can be in, and that's the surgery is SDR. It can reduce all of this and make her live such a better quality of life. And for 20 quid into the 5K challenge is absolutely nothing compared to what it all would add up to, and to the difference it can make. But if you can't do that, there's a GoFundMe. You can set your own challenge. You can do what you want. You can cycle it, you can run it, you can walk it, you can talk it, swim, do whatever you want. Get a backer on your ma's bike. Just get out there.
That'll be me. That'll be me.
Well, good job you didn't say in your dad's bike there's a few fellas.
The backer on your ma's bike.
Dirty tat.
Just get out there. Spread the word. Use your socials. Spread the word just by an absolute minimum. Just get this cause out there. Get people to know about it. Read the story. It's on the GoFundMe. Have a read it yourself. It bring a tear to your eye. It's all we want for our kids is to live a really happy and healthy life. And this is going to make such a big difference to Sienna and Kieran and Leslie and the family. So just like urge anyone as usual, just to reach out, share far and wide, and donate what you can. Get involved. You know, we do 6 shows a week on this channel, and the amount of people are involved. If half of the viewers were to get involved, it'd make a massive difference.
Do you know what? When the Keane stuff was brought to us, it wasn't brought to us. It was actually, I noticed Shane wearing the T-shirt one night and asked him what it was. You know, I thought he was being a bit edgy, and it backfired badly when he turned out and told me what it was. But as soon as when I hear no, not like me to just say what I think and it ends up being bollocks. But what happens is when I hear anything like this, I get tunnel vision. Genuinely, I get tunnel vision. I'm like, I'm doing this, and I don't care how I get there. I'm doing it. And, you know, Keane, you know, has gone through a horrific time as for someone so young. But to see that target being reached, and then what Shane and the lads done was $30,000 or something. Phenomenal work. But you know, something like when this one came around, I couldn't just do. I knew me and the lads just couldn't do what Ray was asking. A couple of tweets and a bit here. It goes beyond that, and I've always said it. Yeah, Andy's right. We do 6 shows, 5-6 shows a week, and we do loads of work around social media and all sorts of stuff. But when this stuff comes up, I think this takes over everything. Genuinely, it takes over everything. It takes over, you know, we look at it. Well, I look at analytics, you know, on shows and who's watching, when they're watching, what age, and I just nearly ignore all that because I'm like, literally, this is me now, and this is the lads now, and they will put everything into it. We're a pack of messers, but when we put our mind to it, we can do mad stuff. Do you know what I mean? So this is Keane round 2, but it's Sienna, and we won't stop. We won't stop. So I know the likes of Andy, Ray, myself, you know, Grizz, Keith, Shawnee, Phil, who, you know, all Dicko, Joe, any of them, Shane himself, they'll get on board with this, and they'll all, if you tell them all to go out in the Phoenix Park, take all their clothes off and run around naked for 5 kilometres, they'll do it. For some of them, it's just a Saturday night.
Unfortunately, most of them would be released on lack of evidence.
Yeah. Most of them aren't allowed in the Phoenix Park, but we'll walk around that. But the thing is that No, it does. We become tunnel vision, and we'll do absolute our utmost. You know, now I'm not saying we're going to get Sienna to 120 grand. It's a colossal amount of money, but if we can turn that 30 into 50, and get some traction with it, and someone else can take it on, and we can help them, that's exactly what we'll do. So I want to talk to you lads about what we're going to do. So Andy, you've mentioned a couple of things there. So in the show description is the story about Sienna first of all. And there is also a link to the GoFundMe, and there is a link to the 5K challenge. So is that there's Leslie Ann now? We're going to let her join, are we? Let's see if she can get in.
If she can connect.
She must be getting the internet off the neighbours. She's splitting off the neighbours' internet. There you go. There's Leslie now. Leslie, how are you?
Bleeding neighbours' internet is crap.
Yeah, there you go. You see, I was right. But
we're supposed to be running the internet out there soon enough, I heard.
It's not great. We have to pay more.
It's not,
get here on down off the ladder, will you, for Jesus' sake?
There's two mice on a wheel behind you there. But no, what we were saying was in the show description is the story about Sienna. And then you have the link to the GoFundMe, and then you have the link to the 5K challenge. Now, most people know about me. I don't like moving. I like sitting at this desk and doing all my work. But the lads have decided, Andy decided that we're going to do a 5K challenge. Andy, tell people about the 5K challenge, and then we get on to the forfeits, which is the best bit of it.
Yeah, the forfeits is the fun part. Yeah, look, all we're asking people to do is we just says 5K. It's achievable. If you can't run 5K, walk 5K. If you can't walk 5K, walk 1K. Just do whatever. If you could get on, enter on the Eventbrite. Enter with the link. It's €20 to enter. Just do what you can. If you want to post your time, if you're too embarrassed, don't post your time. But we want to set up a little community where everybody interacts with the Twitter account and tell us what you're doing. If you want to do something unusual, like you want to swim it, you want to go up a mountain and run down real fast, do whatever you want.
I'm checking to see if my ma has a bike. I'm going to get a backer off her.
Yeah. If you want to ask your ma to throw her on the back of her bike and head up the M50. No, don't head up the M50.
No bell on our bike.
No M50.
Yeah, and make sure she has a saddle.
Yeah. I want to get up on your ma's shoulders, whatever. Just
or if your man wants to just so basically what Andy's saying is that you just get your man to sort this for you. Don't do anything. Just put €20 into the account and tell your man to go and sort it. Maybe your man could put you in a buggy and push you to 5K, Andy, because that's all you're short of saying here.
Yeah, whatever. Do whatever you can. There's no big strict rules. We're not going to police this. We're not going to send the guards to your gaff if you don't run 5K. If you want to run 100K, like Phil's being awkward. He wants to do a marathon.
Oh yeah.
So one of the other guys, I'll have to give a mention because he set up the Eventbrite. Patrick Thompson, another colleague of mine in the job, he set it up. He'll want to carry a big heavy dummy around with him because he's into doing unusual challenges. So whatever,
he's creative. Just unusual, maybe.
He's an unusual chap. He does like a marathon.
He's a die-harder, all right.
He's die-hard. So get creative, do what you want. We're not fussy, and if you don't want to do any of that, you could just go on to the GoFundMe and pay a few bob towards it. Such a worthy cause. Like I say, we all just want our children to be happy and healthy and live their best life. And this is giving Sienna such an opportunity to do that. And for Leslie Ann and Kieran and the family, just do what you can. That's all we ask.
Emma Kavanagh reckons that Andy was never pushed around in a buggy. It was the top of the range silver cross pram. I'd say I have mag wheels and everything on it.
I you had a roller shutter on it.
I tell you, fucking immobilizer and everything.
No, I beg your pardon. I had a very poor upbringing.
Probably was a wheelbarrow, was it?
Yeah.
But no, listen. With regards to the 5K challenge, the other thing is people have said to me today, well, if I do it with my kids, what do I need to do? Just put €20 in. Don't overstretch yourself if you don't have it. If you have,
or if you're meant to pay for all the kids as well.
Well, or just ring Andy and he'll do it for you. His ma will pay for it. Andy's at the knocking himself off there. But what I'm saying is, like, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to do it with my son, who's a year and a half, and I'm just going to put him in the buggy because I do it every day anyway. I do 10k with him every day, so I'm just going to go out and do that 5k with him. And but if you have a family of 4, just put the 20 quid in and go out and do it. Take a picture of yourselves with the time, or don't. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't matter. Once you go and once you go into that event, right, pay for the ticket. And of course, then that'll go towards Sienna. There is we're looking at some prizes for people that buy tickets as well. So one of the lads on Twitter called Moving Unit, he does amazing football art based on video games, which is unreal. He's decided that the first 50 people that buy a ticket will be in a raffle to win any prize off his website.
Yeah, they can pick their own piece of art, can't they?
Yeah, they can pick whatever they want. Yeah, and trust me, his stuff is unbelievable.
Brilliant.
We're going to try doing more stuff like that and get some more prizes as we go along. Of course, when we done the Keen stuff, it was the first thing we'd ever done. We went and asked prizes. It was ridiculous how quick we got prizes and how quick it sold. So we're going to try it a little bit different this time. We're going to sell tickets, but for you buying tickets, we're going to try provide raffles for prizes along that way. It's a lot easier, and we could probably get more prizes out of it if we put our mind to it. Now, before we go on to the forfeits, this is my favourite bit of it all, right? Because it means that people do mad stuff, and I'm into that. All right. Now, Phil Casey wasn't even asked. He just said he's running around the Phoenix Park for 4 days solid with no food or drink, because that's Phil Casey for you. But me and Andy. So what happens is it is Porrig, isn't it? That's looking after the Eventbrite, isn't he? So he's able to look at who's bought tickets and how many he's bought. So me and Andy said, look, we'll go in really low here, and we'll give something to aim at. So at 25 tickets sold, me and Andy Young are a venue to be confirmed. He'll probably want to play it down in his place. But we're going to play one hole of golf blindfolded. All right? So we're not very good when we use our eyes, but we're going to take our vision away from us, and we're going to video it. We're going to video it. Me and Andy playing golf, one hole, blindfolded. Andy, how do you reckon you get on?
Probably better than if I hadn't got the blindfold on, to be honest.
Would you be more concentrated?
We'll have to see how it goes, Gav.
No, we're not playing a short hole. We're not playing an easy one. We're playing.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a par 3.
No.
Par
It has to be
5.
anywhere between 350 and 550 long. I think is fair.
And are we allowed to take off our blindfold walking between
Yes.
shots?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What the rules will be, you'll be able to put your ball down and look at your ball, and then you'll be blindfolded by the other person, take the shot, walk to the next one. Yeah?
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. So that's at 25 tickets, and when that happens, me and Andy will make sure that we go and do that. Ray, I've asked you to bring a forfeit with you. What's your forfeit?
Right, but I'm putting mine high. Right, so there's this thing that I seen, and I says I was always going to give it a go. Right, I've a strong stomach visually for looking at anything graphic or bad that other people would say, "Oh, Jez, I can't watch that." But what I haven't got is a strong stomach when it comes to smells. Yeah. Right. So it says I'm going to give that, that tinned fermented fish.
Yes.
So a Stromsing or something. Someone
from Norway or Denmark or something, isn't it?
Yeah. It's Sweden or something. It's basically fermented herring, and it's one of the most foul smelling items of food that you can basically come across. So I'm going to attempt to eat. It might be a minuscule piece of that, but I'm going high. You put me up near much more tickets sold. I don't want to do that
50?
until. Yeah, well, you tell me. Is that a high amount of tickets?
Well, Matt has said that he's in Dubai. He said he'd go to barbers, have beers, and get his head shaved completely, like everything gone for 200 tickets.
Okay,
right. But he's hoping. I think he's hoping in the back of his mind that he doesn't have to do it. So that's why he's gone high. Right. Keith Plunkett is going to jump in the canal. All right. Because he's no hair.
That's so blank off English.
Yeah. Well, what happened was he said, "I'll shave my head if you want." Keith's bald is cute. He said, "There's more hair on an egg." So, what I said to him was, "You live near the canal," and he goes, "Yeah." I said, "Jump in the canal." I said, you lived in this Dublin city centre. I said, you can either jump in the Royal Canal, which isn't far from you, or you can go across the bridge and into Grand Canal Dock and jump into the Grand Canal. So Keith's going to do that now.
I think that's empty at the moment.
What?
So
Why?
he might hurt himself.
Okay. We'll have to put up a few extra tickets then.
Or I'm going to jump into a big load of stones. That's from a big height into stones, right?
Just down in Chadwick's, just jumping around all those big bags of stones. So I'm going to put Keith. I think 100 tickets is fair for Keith.
Right.
100 tickets sold on Eventbrite, and Keith jumps in the canal.
Right.
And it's videoed. Right?
Yeah. Oh, it has to be videoed. I mean,
right.
That's why. That's the carrot you're waving.
Okay, so Leslie is back with us, right? And we're going to unmute her now.
She can't. Oh, now it's right. Okay.
There you go. The mic isn't connected. That's why we can't unmute her. So at 25 tickets, me and Andy are playing around the golf blindfolded. At 100 tickets, Keith is jumping in the canal of his choice, the Grand or the Royal. Mm-hmm. So I think we have to get someone at 50 and 75, right? So I'm putting Razor at 75 tickets to eat the mad fish stuff.
Yeah.
All right?
To try. That's all I can do.
Okay, so David Lennon says, and he's going to walk himself into this now, and I'm delighted. He says, any challenges for the Nordes? Listen, you've faced many challenges over the years, David, let's be honest. But I'll tell you what, David, I'll let you pick your forfeit for 50 tickets, and that'll get us a 25, 50, 75 and 100 marker. So David Lennon, he's going to regret this. So at 50 tickets, David Lennon, we want you to pick your forfeit. So Ray's eating mad fishy stuff at 75. Keith Plunkett's in the canal at 100. And Matt is in Dubai drinking beer in a barber's, having his head shaved at 200. Because he doesn't.
And Matt loves his hair.
Oh, he loves himself. He loves every square inch of himself. Right. So Leslie can see us. I think she can hear us, but she can't. Our mic isn't connected.
No, she had it. It's.
Oh, there it is. There. Again. She's okay now. Okay. So Leslie.
Still can't hear her though.
Is Leslie there? She might need to press down the bottom of the screen where it says camera and mic and just choose our AirPods. That's what she might need to do. David Lennon says he'd quit golf for a year if we sold 75 tickets. We're selling 75 tickets.
David's just looking for an excuse to give up golf. That's his problem. Yeah. I think he should do something on the train. You know, the big Nordes train. Yeah,
the Nordes train that we talked about before.
Yeah, if he was to go on to that and dress up as one of those people that serves refreshments,
right,
and get some of the video, just to do one carriage, pretend he's giving out refreshments.
So just go onto the train, dressed like one of the lads, like the trousers, the short, the little waistcoat they usually have on, and with a bag of cans.
And just
wander around with cans of harp, and just hand them out.
Can of harp, anyone? Can of harp?
Yeah, okay. So okay. So
where's he from, Andy?
Australia. Good night, mate. Anyone a schooner?
He just turned into
he's from Dunboyne. He is. So this is so David Lennon. You either take this or go away, right? So you have to, with a friend, get onto one of the big Nordes trains, as Andy calls them. They're just trains. He calls them Nordes trains, right?
No, it has to be the Nordes one. It can't be the Irish one.
The Nordes one, yeah. I know what you're talking about. The one with British Airways on the side of it, whatever you said the last time.
Enterprise or something.
Yeah.
Enterprise.
Okay.
They take sterling and euros in the cafe.
Nobody's taking anything off him, because this is what we're going to do. We're going to send David Lennon enough money to buy 20 cans of harp, right? David Lennon is going to get on at a station of his choice, all right, whether it's going north or south, and he's going to get on there dressed like a fella that would be serving you on the train, and then he's going to walk up and down handing out cans of harp as if people have ordered them. That's very important. You can't just go, here's a can of harp, go, did you get your kind of harp? Yeah, you ordered that, yeah. I'll just make you. So that's exactly what he has to do. David Lennon said he'd get arrested. Of course you won't get arrested.
You won't get arrested for giving out
handing out cans of harp.
Just don't do it below the border. You'll get arrested for giving out harp.
Yeah. If you do a past Dundalk, you get done for excise duty.
Mix of tenants and harpy before you cover all bases.
Okay, so that's David Lennon's challenge. If we get to, what was it, 50 tickets? I can't wait for this.
Yeah,
can't wait for it.
That's going to be the best one.
Right, all messing aside, you know how to get description. You have the Eventbrite, you have the GoFundMe, and just go and support them as much as you can. We're gonna be absolutely all over this on social media. Every single show from Sunday will have Sienna's steps on screen at all times. Right, at all times. She's never leaving you alone. She's going to haunt you until she gets this money, and we're going to help her. All right, Leslie.
I think it's important to say, Gav, just before Leslie says, and anyone that's even listening now, if you just spread the word yourselves, don't just leave it for seeing it on our channels. If each one of you spread it, and then the person that you spread it to spreads it again, this will get a movement going. So just make sure it's not just us going to be tweeting about this or putting posts up on Instagram about it. Each one of you, if you could do it as well and share it with all your friends, and like I say, every penny counts.
Absolutely, but we're not going to leave you alone now. Like, it's going to be on every show. Like, you can see that screen now, and down the side is blank. It's not going to be blank from Sunday. Every show is going to have Sienna's steps on it, and if I can fit our picture in, it's going on as well. Every single description is going to have. There she is now.
Look, there's Queen Bee now.
Hello.
Hey, Sienna.
You saying hi? You go, hang on, listen to this. Sit up. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, Sienna. Hi.
Say hi, everybody.
Hiya.
Look at that smile.
You saying hello, everybody? Just say hi, everybody. No, I can't.
There you go. She's building a big tower there. I
Her
can see
here
her.
with Lego.
Yeah. Priorities. Don't go in raising money from me. I'm in the middle of a Lego tower here.
Yeah.
There she is now. I thought she was going to sing Dermot Kennedy for us there for a second.
Are you going to sing Dermot Kennedy, Sienna? Go on, sing a tune.
Leslie's there with Sienna. I just wanted to show you. Look.
She's very busy.
Hi!
Hi, Sienna!
You say hi.
I can't hear it.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi!
Hi, everybody.
Gorgeous. See you tomorrow!
Let the blowing you a kiss.
There you go. So that's Sienna, and she's never leaving you alone. She's just not leaving you alone. She's going to be on our screen constantly, for as long as we can possibly keep her on screen before she starts charging us royalties for having her image on screen. And we don't have any money. We keep buying cans of harp and sending her up north. So, look, in all seriousness, it's a very serious thing we're walking towards, but we're gonna have loads of fun while we're doing it. That's Absolutely. The way we're going to do it. All right. So, as I said, the Eventbrite, go on the link. It's in the description. It's all over our social media. It's our pinned tweet. The GoFundMe, it's on our Twitter. It will be in every show description. So you'll never need to ask. All right. The last thing is, we get things like this on the screen from Avi. He says, let's assist and help as much as we can. That's a super chat. So what happens is people pay to put their stuff on screen, okay? So what we're going to do is from the 4th of June until the 30th of June, it's the 30 days in June, every penny earned from the LFC Day Trippers on YouTube or audio or anything, we're going to take at the end of June and put it into the GoFundMe account. Okay,
that's deadly.
So the LFC Day Trippers are not going to earn any money in June. Every single penny, whether that's from ad revenue on YouTube or audio downloads or super chats or whatever it might be, we're going to take it. We usually get paid about 30 days afterwards, so the end of July will be available, and we're going to take all that and we're going to put it into Sienna's account as well. Okay, so
just so you know, that's not a lot.
Your poor kids are going to starve for the month of June.
It's about €11.50, and then if you click the wrong button on PayPal, you only get $9.50 because they charge you if you're not friends. So, but no, look, I don't know what it will be.
Fair play.
I don't know what it will be. So there's Tom. There's Tom putting $10 in straight away. People can do that. What I would say to you is that when you do a super chat, for every $10 you give us, YouTube take 30% of that. Okay, so the best thing to do is, if you think you want to give us money and that super chat is your only way of doing it, fine. If not, click on the show description. You can click either of those 2 links, buy a ticket, or donate to the GoFundMe. But either way, once that tenner gets somewhere, it gets somewhere. We're happy with it. So, but any super chats we take, we get a statement 30 days after the end of June, so it'll be the end of July, a statement to tell us what we've earned. We also get the same statement for our more audio downloads, and with both of them, we put them together and we put it into Sienna's GoFundMe, and we will mark it in the GoFundMe as LFC Day Trippers listeners, because it's from you, it's not from us. All right, Ray, anything else before we go? Do you want to put yourself up for any other forfeit, or?
Go on, Ray. Do something mad. Roll down the Bolton cross in your knit.
That's why I said, Leslie, I'd be released on lack of evidence.
He does that every Saturday.
You want to see him? I'd say he does it when he's going for a carvery in the paddocks. Never mind Saturday night, for fuck's sake.
Come here, listen, what I wanted to do was just get Leslie to say a few words about what it is for her and what it means to her and what she's trying to achieve there, because we've been rabbiting on about what we're going to do, but what it'll actually mean to her if we could get even closer towards the target or something, you know? So yeah, you're up, Leslie.
I mean, like, we started this back in March, and we're now kind of 3 months in, and we're 36 grand in, which is phenomenal, and that's from our little community and the couple of challenges that the lads did. But to have somebody else kind of jump in now, it kind of takes the pressure off us as parents, because it's so hard trying to think of something that people be interested in, you know, like constantly, you know. We have 5 kids, so our gas is mad, as you can imagine, you know, so like, it's just Kieran and my head is wrecked the best of times, but finding something outside of that to wreck your head is just mad. But somebody else taking the reins and saying, right, this is what we're going to do, we're going to have a bit of fun with it, and reaching out to that broader community through even your side of things, you know, it's such a weight off our shoulders. And then the closer we get to the target, it gives us more hope as well, because, like, you know, we know the surgeon, we know the hospital she's going to, we know her treatment. But when we get closer to that money, we can say, right, give us a date, you know, because nobody's going to give us anything with like half of the money in the pot. They're going to be like, here, no, these aren't going to get here. So what you guys are doing, and the closer we're getting to that target, gives us, right, we're going to America. You know, we're almost nearly applying for visas, you know. So, I mean, it's just amazing. And just knowing that she's going to walk, and like I always say, she's going to walk through them little school doors like her brothers and sisters did, because, like, she's 3. She's going to be starting preschool next year, and then the year after she's for big school, you know. So it's just amazing. And she's such a good little character as well. This is her only little challenge in life, is getting up on them legs. And to have people like yourselves and even your fans throwing that few bob in all the time, you will all be pushing that plane over to America, because it takes a lot to be able to donate during a pandemic, you know, and it's just amazing, and we're so grateful, honest to God. Well,
look, we're happy to do anything we can to help, and that's from me and Andy and Ray and everyone, and not only at the Day Trippers, but, you know, we reached out to other big podcasts today, and they all retweeted for us, and usually when we ask somebody to do something, they will do it for us, no questions asked. So any support we ask for from here on in, whether that's, you know, retweets or coming on shows, doing special shows, you know, donating prizes, whatever it might, running around the Phoenix Park with nothing on you, most people would say all their lads would, they just say to them, no problem. But no, it's as I said before, you know, this is what we do. Podcast is what we do. Videos is what we do. But they kind of take a back seat when this stuff comes along. This becomes the focus, and this is the focus now. You know, we're towards the end of the season now, and then we have a summer, and then we have a new season coming along. But from here on in, the main focus for us, and I promise you this, the main focus for us is having that girl's name on everything, everywhere, that people they won't forget it. They just won't be able to move without seeing it. That would be our goal, to try to get you closer to that.
That's good. I love it. Mate Sienna, we love that, don't we, Sienna? Yeah. Sienna, come here. Come here just for a minute. This is some thing
She's
here.
busy Legoing.
Some tower.
Shut the break in it.
Where's Kieran now? He must be camera shy.
The Kieran fella is in a Simpson PJs. He doesn't want to show them.
They're the ones he wears in Warwickshire.
Look.
He has a Simpsons duvet.
So anyone tuned in now, look, that's what we're doing it for. There's Sienna there. Just do what you can. Spread the word. Donate. GoFundMe. Hello.
You're crazy.
Hi,
Tell them you're
Sienna.
doing your Legos.
Andy, would you be interested in this, Andy? If we sell 300 tickets, would you go around doing being a bin man for the day? Would you jump on the bins with the lads?
Go around getting those catalytic
converters. That's a good suggestion. That's a good suggestion. But listen, we're gonna go. That was Sienna, and I've just had a thought here because we're launching new merchandise in the next couple of days. Yeah, the whole lot. So do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we might do up some Sienna merchandise, and people can buy some Sienna merchandise, and then whatever we get paid for that, we can ship over as well. So let me talk. I'm actually talking to the man in a few minutes about that.
We can put the hashtag onto the sleeve and that, and whatever goes out.
Yeah, it's all about getting it out there, isn't it? So
yeah. So what we can do is, with regards to the merchandise, I'm having a meeting now in 10 minutes about it, like not 10 minutes,
meeting.
But basically, no. From what I can make out, we can put any image on anything. You know, I'm talking anything. So yeah, leave that with us. We might be able to do something on that as well, and people can. And instead of you can donate, but then you can buy. Sienna has her own merchandise range. That's amazing, isn't it?
These ideas just come to you as you're going along about your day, and we'd ask the listeners as well and viewers if you think of anything that you want us to do, or you want to make set us challenges or forfeits, we're up for that. And so keep them coming in as well on the Twitter account and on the shows now over the course of next month.
And remember to use the hashtag Sienna Steps wherever you can. Nothing to do with it. It's just getting the word out there, folks. And even if you've donated already, doesn't mean it stops there. Get the word out to the next person that hasn't donated. So, and you're tweeting at us there, just drop in the hashtag Sienna Steps as well.
Yeah, and look, if you want to put yourself forward for a forfeit, by all means, and you can name the forfeit, and you can actually name how many tickets it will take for you to do that forfeit.
Actually, yeah, you gang of bastards. Get the listeners to do loads as well.
Nobody
to do everything.
Forward with them.
Very good at suggesting ones for us there, Mr. Slacker that wants Ray to wear a Man United kit and
sing some more.
I wear a Man United G-string if the money's right.
Yeah. Well,
25 pence.
Well, Loringer said that she'll commit to walking 50 kilometers for 2 weeks.
Hi, Sienna.
Hiya.
Hi, Sienna.
Say hello, Mom. Yeah, say hello that way. Just wave.
Look, she's a media darling already.
This is my time.
If A. Loringer commits to walking 50k for 2 weeks, she is there. She says, "I'll commit to walking 50k for the 2 weeks." That's amazing. And A. Loringer, if you. That's a mad amount. Like for buying a ticket for 20 euros to walk 50k, I don't know. You should start asking people for money there as well, and you can pass it on to us. But as I said, if you have a forfeit and you want to put yourself forward, and you'll say, look, at 100 tickets, I will keep jumping in the canal. But if you want to jump in the other canal or whatever it might be and video it, we will put it across our social media.
Yeah, we've loads of canals, haven't we?
Yeah, we've 2 of them, but they're really long canals. So there's loads of room if loads of people want to jump in them. Like they're not limited on space.
Well, there's also puddles with all the rain, so maybe that might work.
Yeah, except you can't jump in the Grand Canal Dock because Andy flushed it out and took all the water over earlier, apparently. So it's just a big hole with stones in it. So I don't know. But look, I think that's us. That's us done. We just wanted to we wanted to tell you what it's about. We wanted to have a bit of laugh, and we wanted to show you is that you can get involved by donating, buying a ticket, walking 5k, putting yourself forward for a forfeit. David Lennon, what happened to David Lennon tonight won't happen to everyone. David Lennon just tried to be funny and ended up he's handing out cans of harp on the Enterprise train, dressed
on the big
as
angry train.
big angry. This train says no, and it's going to be amazing when that's videoed. We can't wait. So
Brilliant.
let me see. Cody Nelson says two $10 a can. How many cans can Gav drink in an hour fundraiser? Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Jesus, Cody,
No,
you're asking for
don't
trouble
go
there.
there.
I can tell you, Gav can put away a few cans, Cody, I'm telling you.
And then it ends up being Malibu and Lucasade, and then it just all goes mad.
Yeah.
It all goes absolutely mad. Right, are we done? Anything else before we go? Any other business?
We're done. It's great now. Everyone's had to put a face there on Sienna there, at the seeing her there, rather than just a photo on her Twitter. As you can see, the family there, everything. It's personalising it for people. You can see what this would mean to Leslie Ann and Kieran. So can we please just share it, do whatever you can, chip in, donate, anything. Everything's appreciated. So do what you can, folks.
Or maybe feed your kids for the month of June, seeing as though you're giving away all your wages.
Yeah, well, I'm yeah.
All these vouchers for these three.
Yeah, if anyone has any butter vouchers from the mid-80s, I'm sure Lidl take them. So send them my way.
Vouchers. I think my ma has a few of them.
Well, Andy has his ma pushing him around on a bike for 5k, so we can't ask her for any. Mohammed says Andy must bake scones and cling wrap them. Yeah, Jesus, remember that.
No.
Jesus, don't quit the cling film, please.
Don't make me eat fucking scones with cling film.
I thought Andy was going to say, don't make me go to the pantry.
No. You can only go to Andy's pantry by appointment.
Pantry, I can tell you.
Yeah, to be no fucking no cling film scones. It's not happening. Right, listen, we're out of here because we could go on all night here just having the crack, but we have
don't want
work
to start
to do.
talking about cling film again because you know what happens then.
Yeah, I have a Sienna merchandise range to launch now, so I'm up to my eyes.
Oh, best of luck with that.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. The hashtag will do it. Born his favourite leather jacket. Andy wouldn't do that. Andy names his leather jackets. He's not going to burn them. If he burned them, he'd be having funerals and everything. It'd get all too much. Right, that is it. That has been this special. Thanks to Andy, thanks to Ray, thanks to Leslie Ann, but most of all, thanks to Sienna for 1, coming on camera, 2, saying hello, 3, building that tower because it looked absolutely amazing. Over and out.
Sienna, say night.